Do what?
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LK Productions. On those two buttons and say welcome into the stream tonight. We had Greg, Jose, Robert waiting for me to get here, and then Chris has joined us. Tony Wallow was first. Yvonne's Random Thoughts said hello second. Greg was third. Bobby was fourth. John Aloy was sixth. Well, technically you were fifth because Robert didn't claim dibs on fifth or not, so you could be fifth. William Dawson says hello, and Jim's. No, he's not quote. I think he would be quoting Blazing Saddles, but I think we've had that discussion, and it's not the Blazing Saddles movies. It's from something else. I wasn't invited to my favorite TikToker's wedding tonight. It's the wedding. Well, I wasn't invited either, Bobby, and doesn't bother me. But if your favorite TikTokers had a wedding, I mean, are they local there in Florida, or were they having a special? I know absolutely nothing about TikTok, so Ken, the run of the timer has been increased to 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Oh, okay. I downloaded it. I haven't looked at it yet. Been an interesting day.
Only thing I know about TikTok is it needs to tick off.
I know absolutely nothing about it. I mean, I struggle with YouTube, and I'm good with that, and I don't want to get into all those other platforms that some of these guys seem to like to get into.
Watched a couple videos on it. They were pretty good. I mean, the clarity was there, color was there.
What about the creativity and the entertainment? How was that?
It was an automotive repair video.
Oh, okay. Not much needed on creativity for that. Was it educational?
There's a shop out on the West Coast, a high-end shop.
Oh, I get it. They have a thing in California. Okay, got it. Got you. I understand your comment now. That's a little bit better clarification.
We're in the first place. Cops. Any issues with that, Mr. Pinto? It looked like we bought her testing. What about sandwiches? That's Lieutenant.
All right. We got our taxes done today. It went about exactly as I thought it was going to. In the big picture of things, we're going to get back a massive amount from the state of Indiana and a little bit from the state of Illinois, but we're paying Uncle Sam up.
No, I called her.
Everything we're getting back and then some, which was, I expected it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I expected it. So the guy advised us to bump her withholdings by $21 per check, and we won't pay any taxes next year. That's probably what she's going to try to get done Monday.
Yep.
And we went grocery shopping, and was that fun?
Oh, I'm sure. At Kroger,
At Kroger, yeah.
yeah, turncoat.
I just didn't feel like driving all the way down to Walmart today. I really didn't. We kind of had a weird day. I was up till 5 o'clock last night. I got to messing around with the NVIDIA Shield and messing with some settings and whatnot, and that temporarily got screwed up. But now it is functioning. It is working. At 5 o'clock, I was like, "Man, this is ridiculous. I've got things I want to do today." So I went to bed. I woke up at 8 o'clock, and I thought, "Well, this is stupid. I just went to bed at 5 o'clock." So I went back to bed. Got up at 10. I thought, "Oh, man, this isn't bad. I can live on 5 hours of sleep." Nope, back to bed. I woke up at quarter to 1. So when I finally said, I do have to get out of bed. And
I was still asleep. I didn't wake up till 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing last night, and I apparently hit a couple wrong buttons or a sequence of buttons or something, and the next thing I know, I don't have anything. So that took about an hour and a half to get revived, but it's all good now. So, and then you guys saw I showed you earlier the 3 screens of basketball and 1 commercial. Too bad I can't find. I mean, I know the games are going to have times out and whatnot, so there's going to be commercial breaks, but I hate commercials. Hate them. So
Usually they're all medicines.
Anymore they seem to be. Yeah.
Especially the news.
Yeah. We were watching a little bit of the Filipino stuff on the NVIDIA Shield earlier, and she was like, "Well, can you record that?" I'm like, "No. Why would we record it? You've got the Roku. Everything in the world's on Roku. You just got to go find it." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." So anyway, so Chris, you get that computer you got running?
Yeah.
You connected to the internet yet?
No, I don't connect that thing to the internet.
I know you're not. I'm just giving you a hard time. So how does it work? I mean, how's it doing?
It does pretty good. I just put a bigger hard drive in and cloned the old one.
What are the specs?
AMD K62.
Memory?
Yeah, it's old. Yeah, anybody listening, it's old.
Memory?
64, but I might put more in it.
64
Megabyte.
megabytes. Get ready to say megabytes?
Yeah, it's pretty fast to be like 64 megabytes. I think somebody went in and tweaked it. That's why I didn't do a clean install, because it's pretty fast like this, and I just cloned the drive to a bigger drive. And it's faster. It's even faster now.
Cool. Yeah, you're just going to play games on it? That's the intent of the computer?
Yep.
Okay. But you obviously are never going to connect it to the internet, right?
It don't have but one PCI slot. It don't have no network card. It's just got rest of them got ISAs, the old type ISA.
So you can do it.
Bobby and William are discussing the TV. He says it's got a good picture for a $298 TV, and it's from Walmart. Oops, I forgot Greg's still here. So it's got to be a good TV. It came from Walmart.
Damn straight it is.
Now Kroger's a mile and a half away, and I just did not feel like going all the way down there. Traffic. I don't know. Friday the 13th? Oh no, the 17th, St. Patrick's Day, and people were driving as if it was Friday the 13th. I've never seen such crazy driving in my life. Now I've got to make a slight adjustment here. I'm going to turn my camera off for 1 second.
Time's up.
I started going with them for a year. I haven't had a follow-up. Do you recall him ever being involved with the girls?
Okay, that's not going to work.
I don't think
All right. Go to plan B.
Ladies wasn't a real happening finish. Never had a girlfriend? Never had a date. When he wasn't studying, he was playing parts with the other girls at the door. And that's when he went to college without a single date. But he went to a party once, if that counts.
Greg's watching something on TV. I can hear it.
Law and order.
He got out and bought this blue blazer.
Turn it down.
Now I got to figure out where I want to go here.
What did he say about
And then I want to go scores. Yeah, that'll work. And I want to bring this tab over to this monitor. I tried to watch. I got the game on TV, and I can kind of barely hear it. So what I did is I moved the green screen back to see how distracting that would be.
Hi, I'm David, the
And-
TV expert from Walmart.
Oh,
I will be
stop.
walking you through features of this TV to help you decide.
What are you doing, Chris?
I was trying to look at that TV. He sent a link and it started playing a video.
Oh, from Bobby.
Yeah, I was looking. I clicked on the features and I was expecting it to show me the features, not a video.
They always cue those up and watch them later on. All right, so I can at least see what the score is. I can follow it that way. We were watching the Purdue FDU game earlier on, and I told Lauren, I says, man, I'd be so happy if they got beat tonight. And then Jeff sent me a text and said, they got beat tonight.
Yeah.
Man, it's only the second time in history that a 16 seed's beat a number 1 seed.
They didn't pay enough to win.
I guess. I don't know.
Where's Alex?
Waiting on a phone call.
It's 9:40. I don't think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, it's 10:40 in his neck. Oh, it is 9:40 in his neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yep.
So he went the whole day, didn't get it?
No, he did not. He didn't get them. He didn't get his mom's email problem fixed until late in the day, like literally after hours late in the day. But supposedly that's all solved. And a Windstream technician showed up at his house this morning for some reason, which I find that's hilarious. I don't think they.
I think he needs to leave things alone before he gets cut off again.
I don't know, Chris. I really don't know. Show everyone on Zoom when Alex comes. Yeah, when Alex shows up, I'm not gonna put him in the waiting room right away.
Wait at least 60 seconds.
Give him time to say hi and start down one of his avenues or something. So, I mean, surely the guy called him while he was at dinner, but he thought it was me calling, so he didn't answer it. And I'm thinking, doesn't caller ID show you who's calling?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So if the
It's your
guys,
phone, Ken.
it's my phone. Yeah, I've got it programmed to show up as somebody's in some employment person or whatever. Poor professor. Yeah. Oh, 8-7. That's going to be a tough game. Got to check the weather for next week. Hopefully it doesn't change. Oh, yeah. They've already dropped it for Monday. Still sunshiny, though. Tuesday, 55. Wednesday, 56. But cloudy. I'll play golf in cloudy conditions. It doesn't bother me in at least a little bit. Hey, Sean.
Hey, did you ban Alex for tonight or something?
Nope.
No,
Oh, I thought he'd be in here by now.
He's waiting on a phone call.
Oh,
that he's not gonna get.
They're not gonna call this late.
That's for sure.
I wonder if he try to call him tonight.
Now, I know he called him earlier in the day and he got the secretary again. And he was basically giving the old guys in a meeting routine. He'll call you later. And then I don't remember if he emailed him or texted him or what, but he was told that he was still in a meeting and the owner was going to get with him either today or tomorrow or something. I don't know.
I'm afraid this dude's gonna push too far.
No, the guy told him to call.
Right. He was told if he hadn't heard from him by yesterday to call today. So Alex did really well in making it to today, and actually, I think it was around noon my time. So I would have been 11 his time. That's a tad bit early, but he made it that far. So,
Yeah.
He's texting me back now. Probably on his phone because it's not coming through real quick. Why is that blurry? Oh, because it's in
RM says poor professor.
Yep.
I think my mom and my cousin have lost it. They're acting kind of weird lately.
Long Dog says all the snow. Oh, he's in Idaho. 50 degrees still.
Who is in Idaho?
Oh, he's currently on the phone with him. Well, that's what he says on the text. He's on the phone with him. So we'll see. Long Dog's up in Idaho from California. He went up there to help his dad out.
And can you get me an airplane ticket? My mom and cousin have lost it.
Sure, where do you want to go? Arkansas?
Your house.
Well, I moved to Sheridan. You knew that, right? I live at 501 and a half Church Street now.
Oh.
Oh, you mean the pup tent that's outside?
Yeah, that's me. Wait till Alex finds out I've taken over half his internet away from him.
Dropped him down to 100 megs.
Yeah, really. Can you imagine if it were possible to do that even temporarily, the panic he would go into?
He might go into a stroke.
Yeah, now I'm answering a message that was sent in Zoom to someone that's no longer in Zoom. That's what kind of day I'm having. That's how caller ID works. And how was Doug's show today? Or did Doug even have a show today? Let's go that route first.
He did, but I slept through it.
I have been not on YouTube that much today. I haven't been on the computer that much as well. I did watch Chris's video.
It was going to cost you money.
Thought that was pretty good. Josh and Catherine stopped by. I would have said, if
That's
I'd
you.
have seen it live, I would have said, I would have been there, but I didn't get the notification. So.
Your mom's like, I'm going to wet my pants.
Does sound like they might have lost their minds or something. I don't know.
Sound like a chicken squawking.
Sounded like a little bit of excitement or something.
Sound like a little bit of a
Me, Ken. Ken, send me an airplane ticket. They've lost it. They definitely have.
Have we been indulging in alcoholic beverages tonight?
No, we've discovered Jib Jab. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Let me spotlight Sean so we all can see this.
Oh, it's hard to see.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
It's him popping up in an egg with just his face in it, and he's dancing. Sorry, you guys
fine.
need to Google Jib Jab. No, there's no alcohol. This is just pure natural. We love this guy. You guys know that. All right, Sean, I'll quit picking on you.
I'm going to unspotlight you now, Sean. Oh, man. Well, we discovered you can click on the Google icon after midnight and it changes. Still got the St. Patrick's Day thing on it right now. Of course, it's only 11 or 10. What time is it? It's not even 11 o'clock yet.
10:50.
Now, my camera's volume level, it was hiding under Windows setting. Not sure what good. It still peaked 99%. And again, I've downloaded it. I haven't done anything with it. And if it's still out, I'll go in there and get rid of it in DaVinci. I'm not even worried about that.
Well, Kerry was interesting. I watched him for about 3 hours today.
Now, oddly enough, I did get the notification for Kerry, but I didn't watch it.
I watched about 15, 20 minutes of it and got bored.
Something about another mini PC?
Yeah.
So he's getting all these companies to send him mini PCs, and then he's sending them out to his viewers. Apparently, what he's doing. Because every mini PC that he's viewed or did a review on, they're going out to all his wonderful chat people. Because he got Rick got one. He was asking Rick about how his was doing and how he liked it. This one was like a Ryzen something 7700 something DDR5 Gen 4 SSD and stuff like that. So
Yeah, Rick said last night in the after stream Zoom that he liked it.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Kerry was telling him, oh yeah, you can hook up 2 4K monitors to it.
what, how much memory did that thing have? 16 gig?
No, I think the one that he got was 8 gigs.
Oh, okay. I thought it.
Yeah, actually, I know which one he got. I can just look back here. He got the Ace Magician. That one only had no, it had 16 gigs. Well, he's done several Ace Magicians. I don't know which one he got, but there's one with a Core i7, and then there's one with a 12th Gen N95. I don't know which one Rick got, but one of them comes with 16 gig DDR4 and a 512 M.2, and there's another one on here.
I have trouble keeping up with monitors I have. Of course, I don't really watch 2 TV shows or 2 movies or anything like that at the same time. I mean, right now I've got the YouTube stream on my big monitor there, OBS over there, Zoom and pop-out chat right there, and then I've got the IU game score because I don't know how to bring it up yet. And he just texted me. Let's see what he's got to say. Get over here. Tell Greg to wait. I'm on the phone. Boy, that boy assumes so much. I'm going to tell him it is not Greg, sunshine. It is Bobby.
No, I just sent him a Facebook.
Oh, did you? That's all right. I need to mess with him anyway, kind of pay him back a little bit.
So today, everybody that is in the music world has been doing lives on this Tom McDonald dude and John Rich into the world reaction video. Like there was a live this morning where there was a boyfriend and girlfriend smoking joints on stream on YouTube and reviewing his song. And there's a lot of people today that have been reviewing his song. The girlfriend and boyfriend got Tom McDonald got on their live and sent him $500 to his PayPal, to their PayPal, just for review. I guess everybody that reviewed his song got some kind of between $100 and $500 today to their PayPals for reviewing his song, his new song that's out.
That's almost as bad.
Maybe I should review it. Shoot, get me 100 to 500 or something.
Yeah, if it's legit, but that's like the thing Lorna was watching on her phone. This guy walks up in the street and just, randomly, he says, "Do you follow me on whatever this platform was?" And of course, these two girls goes, "Well, yes." He goes, "Well, here's $20 just for following me." He goes, "Now you want to make some more money?" And he said, "Sure." Ask him about 10 different questions, and shockingly enough, they actually knew him. No, he's not on the phone with Windstream. He's actually on the phone with his prospective employer. The Windstream deal got fixed about 5 hours ago.
Look at this guy. Click on that video, Ken. Look at that guy. He's like, I don't know what to tell about that guy and all that red.
Well, I
He
would
looks
take
like he's in a cowboy suit, and
I wouldn't mind having a 3.6 million subscribers. That'd be kind of nice. I wouldn't want to have 3.6 million people in on Zoom, though. That would suck.
You'd crash Zoom.
Yes, we would. He's had a YouTube channel since May 11th, 2009. He's gotten 1,110,181,218 views in 13 years. I guess you could consider him successful.
just this song alone, he's got 635,641 views. Oh wait, I didn't post that in YouTube, so everybody in YouTube is probably wondering what we're talking about. There we go. Now it's in YouTube. Now they can go look.
Yeah, I've got it queued up. I'll watch it later.
Holy cow! My mom turned on the garbage disposal and this light just flickered. And my monitor just flickered.
That's funny. Great.
You got a bad ground somewhere.
Somewhere something going on. I was trying to show Lorna we've got two places in this house where I don't know, it's two-way switch, I guess. One's on, one's off, the light's on, one's off, the light's off. So the kitchen light works perfectly fine. The other one I discovered the other day by accident doesn't work fine. When both of them are down, the light's on, and when both of them are up, the light's off. That's not right. It's supposed to be the other way around. So I may get that looked at. I don't know. We don't use that outlet at all. I discovered it when I was vacuuming the house the other day. I needed to reposition the cord, so there's an outlet. I unplugged it and plugged it in over there. And I have a bad habit. I'll unplug it while it's running, plug it in. I did that and it didn't come on. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I went back, plugged it in, it came on. So I knew, the vacuum was still good. Plugged it back in over there, and then I remembered we have this light switch in our hall that I've yet to figure out where or what it went to. Now I know what it goes to. The light switch in our hall goes all the way across to an outlet on the very back wall of the house.
Yeah, so you can turn a lamp that's plugged into the top half of it off.
Right. Right.
That's the way my living room is wired.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hello, I'm from the government and we're here to help you. Yes, you are. You're here to take all of our money is what you're here for. Yes, I had the taxes done today, and yes, I'm going to discuss it after the stream's over. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Evening, Brian. Brian's on the phone. Brian's scratching his ear. Brian's putting his brain in place. Brian, are you frozen? Nope. He's moving. Nope. He's
I
muted.
think he was putting his
Oh,
earpiece
turn his camera off. Photo Mix
in. It
Media.
looked like he
How
was putting his earpiece in.
is that? What it was?
Yeah, I know he wears. I think he wears the earpiece when he talks.
Photo Mix Media asked, "How long have we lived at this place?" We moved to this house last March. There's a little bit of discussion on the specific date. I thought we moved over here on the 10th and went back and closed in Charleston on the 17th. But apparently, that's not accurate. At least that's what Mrs. K is telling me. So I could dig out the paperwork if it was really that important to me. It's not. I just know we've been here a year now.
Damn, it's been a year already.
It actually, well, today's the 17th. So even if she's right and I'm wrong, which is probably the case, it's been a year, yes. And it just doesn't seem possible. The guy, our tax guy said, well, the good news is you won't pay any Marion County taxes this year because it's based off your state of residence or your county of residency on January 31st. And January 31st of last year was Charleston, Illinois. He goes, and then he smiles. He goes, but don't worry, they'll get you next year. So now, can you hear us, Brian?
I can now. Can you hear me?
No,
Can you guys hear Brian? Brian?
no.
Brian?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you too.
I was having problems. The little button on the earpiece wouldn't turn on. Either that or I wouldn't turn on, one or the other.
Yeah, I have the same issue with this. It's just sometimes it's real good, and sometimes it's like you got to almost take a hammer to it. So William Dawson sounds like a possible bad connection in the power meter. They need the power company to check the meter box. I hope he's talking to Sean because we just had our meter box checked, and it's good.
I have my microphone mute. I was watching that Greg Salzar, the backpack PC build. That looks kind of weird. He says after he puts it together, it should fit in a backpack. But anyways, I told my mom about the tanning bed and the spa thing that you had in your house, and she thought that was weird. For someone having a tanning bed and a spa in their house.
No.
Yeah, we had a hot tub and a tanning bed in this house at one time, according to the electrical.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my mom about,
Right.
and she was like, "That's weird."
Yeah. Yeah. Not really. Uh-oh.
Maybe they had arthritis and they had to soak in it every day.
I used to have a hot bed.
I have.
I mean a hot tub. You know what I meant to say. Right.
Well, how about this? Let's enjoy our time right now because when Alex comes in, we're not going to get one word out. So let's enjoy this time that he's not here.
I'd like to.
Once he gets off the phone, he's gonna
Like to be
It
listening
has-
in on the
It has
conversation.
the power to mute him.
Who was the one who had the electrical problem last night when the air conditioner went on?
Not us.
Oh no, that wasn't us. I think he's referring to Doug and Dennis. I think Dennis is having issues when his air conditioner comes on. I think, because I don't think anybody in our Zoom is using the air conditioning all right now.
It's a little bit too chilly for that.
Yeah. But I think I do recall Dennis saying something the other night or the other day on Doug's show about his air conditioning. And he's down in Panama, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Tony Wallow says hot plate. Yeah.
We had doggone near 75 degrees here today, and I imagine if him comes on in a little bit, he's going to be just as warm. He's about 50, 75 miles south of me.
Brian, Brian, did you say something in Kerry's chat today? He seemed to go off on whatever. There was a Brian in his chat today, and he went off on that Brian person for saying something.
It wasn't me, but
He went off on somebody, Ken, for somebody named Brian for saying something. He totally went off. And then he talked trash about AMD, and I've had AMD. This is like the 7th processor of AMD that I've had, and I've never really had a problem with it. He says it's always the motherboard. Yeah, okay. I haven't had a problem with my motherboard or my AMD processor. So what are you talking about?
at least I hope he thinks it's not me. I've emailed him some messages in the past. Now, this is going way back 6 months to a year ago. About it wasn't negative criticism, but it was just like how he could improve getting his thought process across. Just a real short comment.
Sure.
The viewers are confused about some things you say, and of course he never responds to any email on that. And apparently he took it wrong because I've never been colored up blue on his site, and never will be, as near as I can tell.
Grab a water. I can't believe I've been through one water already.
But then that brings up a good question. What is the big deal about being colored blue as a moderator?
Just a way to distinguish them.
Distinguish them from what? There's
A non-moderator.
they put their pants on the same way as I do, both legs at the same time.
Now I put mine on one at a time.
I won't be a moderator much sooner because I'm going to talk about thermal paste.
So
What?
I'll give you my 2 cents of that for what it's worth. Come on, one of you two smartasses say about 2 cents.
What about 2 cents?
No. Man,
Well, I've been told I don't have any sense, so I can't give you 2 cents.
So what's the big deal about being blue and being a moderator? The best I can tell on the majority of the channels I watch, people that are moderators, it allows you the ability to put a link into the chat.
Yeah.
And that's it. Now I'm not going to point fingers or name channels or anything, but on other channels, I've actually seen people that are moderators, their heads get about this big. And they start doing stupid stuff. And sometimes the host will say, now, don't do that. And sometimes the host will say, whatever.
Chris.
Chris. No, Chris is fine. The other thing, and the reason I have moderators, and so everybody's a moderator on mine, is for links, number one. And number two, I can't catch all the dumb stuff that comes through here. And knock on wood, we haven't had any in such a long time. But if somebody sneaks something in, Tony Waddle's on it, BH Ringer's on it, Greg is on it. That's just off the top of my head who I can remember. I mean, quicker, so I'll see it. I'm like, I'll go, and by the time I get my hand on the mouse, I move the mouse to do it, it's gone. That's my 2 cents worth of why everybody wants to be a moderator. I am a moderator on carries, and I bet I have not said 75 words ever, all total, on Carrie's channel. I say hi when said hi to. I say hi to people I recognize, and that's about it. Ski Man 21632, also being a mod, you can type a message and are not bound by slow mode. Really? So if I put slow mode on and you're a mod, you get a bypass to slow mode? I will experiment with that tomorrow night, because I don't
Yeah.
think that's something I can change on the fly.
Slow mode is different than being a moderator.
Plus, Carrie tends to answer people the most if you're a moderator. Because I've noticed that on chats.
Great.
He'll normally respond to somebody that has a wrench next to their name before he'll respond to somebody that doesn't.
Well, it was a couple nights ago when he was doing the latest little mini PC on about 5 or 10 minutes into his 2-hour review of this mini PC, of which he never opened up. Spent 2 hours talking about everything under the sun and quite a bit about the PC, because he had done some thermo test on it and some performance tests. But early on in his session, I posted on there, I said, this PC, as well as many others, are not available for sale in California. And he ignored that comment. An hour later, one of his blue moderators who made a contribution, money contribution, said, oh, by the way, this PC is not available in California. And Carrie jumped on that and made it a 5-minute discussion.
Oh, don't get Jim started. Don't get Jim started on Carrie's stream.
What did Mr. Bloviate do now?
Hi, Jim. Welcome in.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Bloviate.
Blow me 8.
Bloviate.
Blow V8. I'll have to think
Jim
about
finds
that.
it. Jim finds it funny how he talks.
I'm sorry,
for 3
that's a
hours
college
before.
word for 300, Alex.
No.
Alex. Alex is here. I don't see Alex yet. I mean, I know my site's bad, but I don't see Alex.
That one show, Carrie goes on about legitimately talking about people looking at, oh, I can get this M.2 card. It's 5 milliseconds faster than the other one. And Carrie goes, those numbers are meaningless. They don't mean anything in the real world.
Your eyes can't see it.
He's
then
right.
he goes on, and he's like shooting the messenger that brought them a bad news message. He goes on for about 20 minutes, just ragging on every computer enthusiast and computer hobbyist.
Yeah. He hates. He as far as that's concerned, in that category, I would fall into that category, and he hates me. I really don't give a rat's ass.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. There's people that race cars for a living, race cars. They don't take their race cars to the grocery store. They don't drive them as part of their work. They're hobbyists. They work on race cars. Some of them restore antique cars. In the same light of what Carrie used, boy, if you're a hobbyist or enthusiast about computers, you're not worth anything.
No, you're lower than whale crap.
And that's where I'm going to stop my conversation on this before I put my foot in my mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Take a look at this face. Do you think for 1 minute this face gives a rat's ass what he thinks?
I'm checking out Ski Man 21632's page. Got some cool looking videos on there.
I run my channel the way I want to run my channel. He runs his channel the way he wants to run his channel. I could give a crap.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yep.
He
I
has
just
things
don't
that
like
I
that.
agree with, and he has things that I disagree with.
I don't like how he keeps picking on AMD. AMD has come a long way since they come out, and he still thinks that they're crap. And shoot, Jen runs AMD. I run AMD. We don't really have that many problems anymore.
I don't run AMD. I've got an Intel system.
Yeah, I know, but
I thought you said Ken runs, and I don't. I have Intel.
No, he said me.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I said Jim and me, we run AMD. It's come a long ways, but he still talks trash about it.
So to prevent the confusion, like what we just had, from now on, when you're referring to me or Jim, refer to me as the host and Jim as the co-host. That way, we'll know exactly who we're talking about. And we'll get that set up before he gets in here, because that way he won't have any clue who puts him in the waiting room.
Look at the stock market. AMD stock is 3 times greater than Intel's. Always.
What does that mean?
Yeah, but the amount of money that they make is, unfortunately, and I have to agree with this, it's not even close to what IBM Intel does.
Because Intel's got the business world.
Ski Man says he's got both AMD and Intel, and both have been fine for him.
Yeah, and that's the way it is for most people.
If I were to build a new system, I'm not. I will build an AMD, because I told someone if I did one, that's what I would build, and I will do that. I'm a man of my word. And then I'm instantly going to sell it to somebody in Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
I've used AMD for years. I started out using AMD simply because I didn't have the money. And anytime you can save a couple of bucks, you could do it on the AMD CPU.
Yeah.
But a number of years ago, I don't know,
Not
I switched.
anymore.
Yeah, I switched to the Intel, stuck with it.
Yeah, especially with the 7000 series. Not anymore. It used to be that you could count on AMD to be the cheaper option, and that's not necessarily true anymore. It's especially not true when you come to the cost of the motherboards now. I mean, I can pick up.
Go ahead.
I can pick up a a 10400 i5 10400 and a motherboard to run it, and I spent $200. It's a little tougher to do with an AMD, even an AM4 system. Not even talking about the latest AM5. The motherboards are mainly the problem, not necessarily the processors as far as pricing is concerned.
Thank you, Tony.
What the heck was this?
King of Stop. You
Don't
spoke
even-
too soon,
Don't
Ken.
even bother. Don't even bother.
See?
Well, I guess knocking on wood didn't help, Ken. You just got somebody.
I see that. I was checking something out, and I have the best moderators there are. I don't even worry about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, I guess maybe that's one of the power of being a blue moderator. To moderate the chat messages, right?
That's part of it. That
Yeah,
and
part of it.
to drop links. I'm going to ask Ski Man to drop a link for me, and see if YouTube's gotten around to changing that or not. I don't think they have.
In what
You gonna
fashion?
you gonna uncolor me?
I can, sure.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Let's test.
Then I can
this
play
theory.
Doug tomorrow night and go, when did I make Brian Lightfoot not a moderator? I don't recall doing that. Hold on, let me go find your name up here. Did you say something in chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says 1 second. He's trying to find a link.
You can do a search for Brian Lightfoot. It'll come up. Got to teach the host something new every night.
Okay, so how do I search the host? Never mind. How do I search F3 or F2?
No.
Or
For which?
okay, hold on. I will figure this out.
Now we have 2 RMs.
One's on his phone, one's on his computer.
There we go. Now we're back down. There we go.
Okay, there we go. I found you. So I'm going to temporarily remove your wrench. I just removed you as a standard moderator. And I'm going to close the little search. Oh, the search bar closed on its own. Okay, cool. That'll work.
All right. Yeah, I'm black and white now.
What you talking about, Willis?
F3, yeah. I found
Geez,
it.
I can't even type. My keyboard makes mistakes.
Yeah, okay.
Put a sticker on it. It'll run faster, I've heard.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
I'm trying to put a link. Let's see what happens here. Ski
Okay.
Man says he did drop a link.
Right. So my guess is going to be he can see the link, but we cannot see the link because he's not a moderator. That would be
Well, I just posted a link to Google, but it's not clickable. Just text, really.
Okay. Oh,
Well, I didn't see the link.
can you see it
No.
on your chat?
I can see it.
Can you share
Yeah.
your screen, please?
Nobody else can though.
I'm going to have him share a screen. And then that
Wow.
should
Yeah,
be
it'll
able to
do that.
see. We should see it, and
No.
ZoomTube should see it, or ZoomTube, YouTube.
Let me make sure I
Maybe
got the
that
right
beer
one here.
battered onion rings we had did contain beer. I don't know.
Why do I have two of them open?
I don't know why. Okay, let me move chat out of the way so we can see. And then let me move Zoom out of the way. So,
Well, you know what? Not there.
I
Where
see
was
that. But suddenly,
Now, I can see that right now. I just posted a link.
right, www.google.com.
Now, I'm going to refresh the screen.
Why is it showing?
And it's gone when I refresh it.
Okay, hold on. What in the Sam? Oh, because that's your screen. Okay, so we're good. But I can't see YouTube because somehow it got bamboozled. And yeah, I see that. Wintermute IU is doing exactly what I thought they would do with the rest of the world done. They're not playing the way they should be. They should be beating these guys by more than the 3 points on the last score that I saw. Again, I'm not going to be shocked if Kent State up and surprises them and they lose. I mean, hell, Purdue got beat today. So would not surprise me. All right, now why there's no Zoom? We've had this problem before when we share screens, haven't we? Uh-oh. Am I working? Okay. Can Zoom hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. Can YouTube hear me?
All I can hear is the host.
Like I'm going to hear. Bob Watchin-McCall joins us in the YouTube chat. I'm going to go figure out, and Ski Man can hear us. That's good. Let me get around the Zoom audio check, please, so we can see what's going on with that real quick.
Station 1, alive and well, all present and accounted for.
Well, at least one person said something, so I could check the mixer while he was speaking. Let me go find. Be glad when I get this other eye done. Okay, so that is working. That just put where Zoom is normally at is going to be the YouTube stream, which is absolutely nothing. I'm waiting for it to show up on my monitor. There it is. So now if I go back over to here and go to Zoom meeting, there it's back. I don't understand why sometimes that does that, but it seems to do it quite often lately. Should be there. Nope. What? Come on. Doggone it. There it is. But the clocks are gone.
The damn leprechauns got him.
Something did.
Well, don't you know?
Clocks are back. Or they will be back. They're back on OBS, and whatever the delay is in OBS.
They're there now.
Yeah. Well,
You're good to go.
there. I just now got them. So cool.
Oh, that.
Um,
Where is Mr. Internet Speed anyway?
the last time I sent him a message, he said he was on the phone with his potential employer. And that was at 10:57.
Wow.
So if he's on an hour-long call, I would really like to be able to tap in and see what's going on. To answer Wintermute's question, since I was temporarily delayed or kicked out or whatever from how I had this set up, Indiana's up 4 right now, 27-23 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. So I'm glad I'm not watching it because I'd probably be yelling at the screen. And
Low scoring game.
I don't know. It is, yes, considering Indiana averages 90 points a game.
I kept trying to talk and I was muted.
Clocks are there. Yeah. Chris, welcome to the club. All of us have done that at one point or another.
Done that more times than I care to think about.
Hey Jim,
Yes.
Whoa, Chris, hold on. Did you not hear the rules? When you're wanting to talk to Jim, it's co-host. When you're wanting to talk to me, it's host. Now, go ahead.
okay, co-host.
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow we got, I live in a town called Dublin, and we have a St. Patrick's Festival, and they have a road race, and used to the Ham Radio Club was set up checkpoints. Have you ever heard of them doing that?
Yes.
Doing stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna wait and see if they I'm gonna scan my scanner tomorrow and see if they still do that.
Oh yeah. That's something they've done multiple times in this area as well. There's been. I will be willing to bet you that the Boston Marathon has a ton of hams at checkpoints.
Okay.
Is that to reduce the chance of people cheating?
No.
No.
It's more of a health and safety thing. You have somebody who, for whatever reason, maybe collapses during the run or whatever the hell,
Right.
or you're looking for, the last half dozen stragglers that take 6 hours to run the marathon or whatever the heck.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. We're at 57 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for tonight. Hey, Alex, when did you get here?
Just now. I told you I just hung up.
Who is that king of sanity?
Who was what, Chris?
Somebody named King of Sanity. What he said, but Tony deleted it. I viewed the message.
Yeah, Tony Wallow deleted it.
But I've been watching the YouTube stream the whole time I've been on the phone. I just haven't been able to unmute it or listen to it because I've been on the phone.
Oh.
And
it's basically what it comes down to is, since this is a small business, the owner can't afford at the current time because he needs more people. He can't afford at the current time to do what he wants to do, as far to get me onboarded, which would be to send, which the way he wants to do it because of my circumstances, would be to send somebody from his office down to me 3 days a week and have somebody do training with me in my house. So I gotta wait till he gets more people, that can work at his office. They can help him out before he can hire me on, because he and I know that it's more complicated with me because of my circumstances.
Anybody have any questions before I start asking questions? Hi, Rick.
Are you gonna keep the stream going for this one or what?
Yeah, we might as well. I mean,
Okay.
I will go ahead and get this out of the way. My mom's email is fixed. They fixed the email system on their side, so I was finally able to reset her password. So now they no longer know the password, and she's happy.
John, I was just kidding about stopping the stream. I was just messing with Alex a little bit, but I also understand it's 11:30, and if you have to go, you have to go. I understand that. But I was just messing with Alex. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee. And I have two immediate questions that come to mind on what Alex just told us. Don't everybody stop talking just because I'm walking away and grab me a coffee.
Well, we're waiting for the questions.
I'm eating my ice cream.
Greg wanted to see me so bad he messaged me on Facebook. That's very unlike Greg.
We just wanted you to hurry up. We couldn't wait.
Yeah, really.
Well, I was on the phone with him for a total of 45 minutes from the time he called me. And I've been waiting for him to call me for a whole week.
I've seen that before, what Robert sent. Someone taking their desktop to McDonald's free Wi-Fi.
You know what I've seen? You know what I've seen? A couple of guys take an Xbox or a PS4 to McDonald's free Wi-Fi.
And they also took it to the mall and played in the food.
And hook it up to their. And not only did they take an Xbox to McDonald's free Wi-Fi, they also hooked it up to the TV at McDonald's.
Oh, excuse me. Yep, Ski Man brings up a good point. He says, Alex, they at least didn't tell you no.
Yeah, they haven't told you no.
Right.
That's correct.
So that's good.
Try to game on that Wi-Fi.
They told me I've got to wait because they need more people. He needs more people because they're a really small operation. This dude is that I was talking to is as high as you can go. He's the boss. He's the CEO. So.
Did you volunteer to travel to his location 3 days a week for training?
No, he knows I can't do it. He's talked to Jason, the guy that interviewed me, and he said he would send, because of my circumstances, he needs more people at his office, but he would want to send somebody to my house to train with me. Like somebody would bring a monitor, bring a computer down here to sit with me in here or at the kitchen table in there and train me here. So I could be I could be as much a part of the office. I could get as much of a feel for being part of the office. Here as I would be there, or at least as much as I can remotely. He wants to send somebody down to me.
Yeah,
not me go up to somebody.
I caught that. How long is the training for? 1 week, 2 weeks?
6 months to a year.
The training is 6 months to a year?
Jesus.
Wow.
Like it'd be like a 90-day probationary period, but it takes a year to get fully baked into all their stuff, because they use a lot of different software, work with a lot of different clients, work with a lot of different companies and all that. So it takes a long time to get. He said that they'd be doing me a disservice if he just decided today, okay, we're gonna hire you. He needs to get more people in his office up in Conway, so he can afford to send some people down, not monetarily afford people, but He needs bodies, which he doesn't have right now. Plus, his wife's parents are in the UK, so his wife is having to go to the UK for like 6 or 7 months, and then is back to the States for another 5 months because her parents are like old and they need help and all that. So he's got all that going on in his personal life. So he's basically a bachelor, and it's hard to be a bachelor when you're 60 years old ish, whatever he is, and be by yourself and try to run a business and all that.
Hell, I'm 73 this October and I'm a bachelor. It ain't hard.
Well, the good thing is the guy has not told you no, so that's good. And it also sounds like he's wanting to work with you. So you've made an impression on him. Let's hope that he can get it staffed.
It may just be, maybe like he was saying, it may be a while, but I think I told him, I said I've already waited 2 years for a job, and
right.
I've pretty much at this point given up on any normal quote unquote remote job or any normal quote unquote job that you have to go into the office, because they're all going to tell me no, because they're all going to require something that I can't do. And this is the only one out of hundreds of jobs probably that I've applied to that actually has put in this much effort to work with me.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering what the reception would be if you got a hold of him, say, the middle to the end of next week, and say, I don't mind coming to Conway for initial training and see how that goes over.
Why can't they do the training remotely?
Well, I was actually thinking about that a while ago as far as using Zoom for training.
I asked him about using Zoom and all that, and he said, well, you really can't get a feel for what we do. You really can't get a feel for being in the office, quote unquote, if you're on Zoom. And he explained how he really can't do that because he lives in Little Rock, and he very rarely goes to the office. And he just can't get the same. Me being new, I just wouldn't be able to get the same feel over Zoom or whatever.
Now,
I would either go into the office or somebody coming down to me to actually physically do training with me.
Right. Now, would this end up being a hybrid where you're 3 days at home, 2 days in the office, or something like that? Or would it strictly be work from home?
Right now, I'm taking it as strictly be work from home. But I did ask him about like working one day, like doing one day in the office or like 4 days remote or whatever. And he just said we have to think about it. I mean, cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, again, you've not been told the two famous letters of N and O, right?
Right.
So,
and he's an Army guy. He's an Army guy too, just like you. He was in the Gulf War. So
cool. Now, did he identify any kind of a time frame as to when he might want to get this person to come down to train you?
With everything going on, he said it may be. He said I have no idea. He said it may be a year. Until he gets. It all just depends on how quickly he can get hire people to fill positions at his office, and then. But yeah, it's still going good. I just don't know how long it'll be until I hear something from him again, or
We need to know what he said exactly.
Yeah. Yes, of course I would like it. I would have liked for him to say, Alex, you're hired. I'll send somebody out to you next week or the week after because next week is spring break. But he didn't say that. At this point, it's pretty much as far as the actual time frame. It's pretty much undetermined or whatever. So
Right. Well, again, you haven't been told no. You haven't been told.
and
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
haven't been told no. And he gave me his and now he gave me his he called me on his personal cell phone number. So now I got his cell phone number. I got Jason's email, his email, and the main company number. So I've got quite a few contacts.
Well, let's hope within a couple months it gets a hold of you and says, I got great news. I hired Sean Gallagher. He's going to come into your house to help you train, and everything works out for you.
And his backup is Josh.
Sean's looking for a place to live, so you guys can get together and work that out.
Oh, God.
So I am going to go ahead and end the stream. We're a little over an hour and 10 minutes. Looks like we're about an hour and 12 minutes now.
We know how to make Jim laugh, don't we?
We try. Poor Joshy. I'm picking on Sean, Robert. Poor Joshy.
I get divorced.
So we got some chit chat going on between Ski Man and Brian and Rick. Something about a code was cracked, and guess we'll discuss that after the Zoom. Speaking of after the stream, there is my email. If you'd like to join us on Zoom, shoot me an email and we'll discuss the credentials. I haven't denied anyone yet, so chances are you're going to get the credentials to join us on Zoom. We do have a goal set to get to 20 one of these days, and just see how chaotic that would be. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow night. It's about the same time. She's on 16 hours tomorrow, so good night. Zoom will continue on. Oh, wait. I have to say good night to Greggy Poo, because if I don't, Greg's going to get mad. He's already mad because I went to Kroger today instead of Walmart.
You damn right I'm mad.
He lost money in his stocks. So,
And it'll only cost you $9.95 to get the email with the credentials.
Is that all it is? Yes. Oh, did we bump it up to $9.95?
Yep.
Oh, you sent me an email on that, didn't you?
Yeah, didn't you read your email?
I'll check it. All right, guys. YouTube land, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Thank you. Welcome in, Ski Man. Oh, wrong button. I am so turning into Doug. Let me go down this